Hi guys, welcome. This is a general reading for the collective of air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, all for the Mercury retrograde, which is coming up on September 9th. We are already in the run-up to it, as Mercury has been in his pre-shadow phase since the 20th of September. So these are the readings that I said I would be adding to the channel. It's not in place of, it's in addition to support you during important transits. So I've already done the fire signs and the earth signs. If you want to check them out, they are in their own playlist called Astrology Transits. So here we go. We have definitely immersed ourselves in the retrograde parade. I wrote it down, so if you want, take a screenshot of it. Mercury retrograde in Libra, 9 degrees on 9-9. Love the numerology there, right? He will be moving back into Virgo to 24 degrees before turning around and going direct on October 2nd. But you can see all the planets listed, including Chiron down there, which is less a planet, more an asteroid, but it, showing you the signs and the degree points of where they are retrograde, so you can find it in your natal chart and see what area of life is being impacted by these retrogrades. Mars will join the parade on October 30th, but will spend most of September and all of October in the pre-shadow phase. So yeah, that'll be interesting. One thing to note here with this particular Mercury retrograde is that one of the important aspects will be between Mercury and the planet Jupiter. Jupiter in Aries, Mercury in Libra, opposite each other, and opposition is tension. There's tension there. So being that Jupiter's in Aries, Aries is about the self, Libra is about the other. So there may come some power struggles or dynamics in your communication, especially in relationships. And it's important that you make sure that you express your needs and your wants. Jupiter is all about expansion, so you don't want to retract. You don't want to lose yourself in relationships. So if those themes come up, just make a mental note that it will be important to consider your own needs and wants in matters of the heart when it comes to your thoughts, your ideas, even your dreams. Anything that, communication, understanding, there could be misunderstandings about what is needed to make you feel safe, especially, or listened to. So keep that in mind. That's an important part of this transit. I am pulling from Wisdom of the Hidden Realms. If you're new to the channel, welcome. This is not my normal. You can go to the channel page and check out the playlists. I do individual zodiac readings, so this is a little extra added, and I'm going to try to do more of these so that it can kind of support you as you move through important transits. Okay, and for those who are returning, thanks so much. Happy to have you here. The Altar Priestess. Preparation, yes. Prayer and sacred ritual. Card 39. She is actually the cover, the deck cover. So let's see what it has to say. How is she supporting you? It says the stage is set and the world is waiting for you to take your place in sacred meditation and prayer. As your ally, the Altar Priestess brings the ritual of reverent interaction with the mundane world. You're being required now to see everything as sacred, all of life as a meditation, and every action as a prayer of devotion. When you're able to perceive the world in this way, your question will lead you to the appropriate answer. If all is sacred, how can anything be wrong? Ask how you can shift your consciousness to see your circumstances through the eyes of the divine, and you will realize how perfect and sacred everything is right now. The Altar Priestess. Love it. All right, so let's see what's coming through. Remember now, Mercury retrograde, all about the re's. You want to take a little time to rest, relax, recharge your battery, reflect, realign, reassess, reevaluate, but don't forget Mercury retrogrades often bring reconnections with people from our past and reunions for those who have been in separation in the physical realm. So here we go. Okay. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, and Mercury. Whoa. One more little shuffle since those slippy cards slipped away. Six of Swords. Nice. Getting to calmer waters. What's the challenge with the Divine Masculine Emperor? Of course. Wheel of Fortune. There's Jupiter. Ten of Wands in the past. Well, it feels like you've already kind of offloaded something stressful, burdensome, closed out that cycle in the past, really wanting to move forward with some peace of mind. Perfect here. And the Wheel of Fortune in your unconscious awareness is basically saying you're open to divine time. Queen of Cups. I want to say that came out for the earth signs too. So this is in your conscious awareness. So it's what's crowning you is how you move through this transit with an open heart and some compassion, especially for self. Judgment, second chances, and even reunion, right? We get to, with the Judgment card, I love this being here in the near future. It's about forgiveness. It's about redemption. And definitely moving to calmer waters. So then we have the Hermit. This is a message from Spirit. The Death card. And the Two of Cups is your outcome position. So this is about your partnership. What's underneath is Justice. That's kind of perfect since Justice is Libra. All right, let's go ahead and see what we've got going on here. So with that Hermit as a message from Spirit, it kind of feels as if you're being told that you're essentially the guide in the hidden energies, something changing, transforming, maybe falling away in order to serve your connection better. Change, growth, and transformation is the realm of Scorpio. So let's see what comes through. Six of Swords with the Emperor. Yes, moving to calmer waters after some kind of conflict here. The Moon with the 8. Yeah, I feel like there may be some apprehension about whether or not this person will sort of work through things with you. I can already see we had something very difficult unfolding that you've kind of tried to release, or at least that was your focus in the past. In the future, your focus will be on forgiveness and second chances. Even reunion. But what you're trying to solve for here is some kind of interference, and you may not know what's going on behind the scenes. The Eight of Pentacles underneath is just letting me know as a reader that on some level in your unconscious awareness, you're trying to come up with creative solutions to a problem here. You just may not know what this Emperor, how they see the situation, what they, whether they would take any action, whether they want to work on improving the situation, especially around themes of communication. That's what we're looking at, right? So let's look at the Wheel of Fortune. Some good news. Wow. Hermit, Six of Wands. Yeah, this is kind of nice. I feel as if with the Wheel of Fortune, you are absolutely sort of turning it over to divine time, waiting for that Page of Wands, that message of good news, someone kind of coming in off the grid to reignite a little bit of passion, get things going again. But what you're moving toward here is some form of reconciliation. And that feels absolutely tied to the Six of Swords and the Five of Wands. So that's what you're processing in your unconscious awareness. Might be a surprise to some of you, but yeah, the Hermit being out twice now makes me feel as if somebody has sort of been removed remote. It could be you, it could be them, could be just dealing with a Virgo. That's also possible. But I'm feeling as if Something difficult and challenging happened. There's been some conflict. It's something that you've had to release. It does require change, which may be happening behind the scenes. Something being transformed here for the betterment of the connection. Keeping an open heart, yes, but also allowing divine time to sort of unfold. It's beyond your control, but I have a feeling you're trying to be brought together in a win-win outcome with your person. Yes, balance, fairness in the Justice card. I don't know what that is. Three of Wands, Five of Pentacles. There's just, wow, okay. Jupiter playing a big role in this reading today. Well, the Three of Wands here, normally the Three of Wands to me is waiting for something to arrive. There's anticipation with the Three of Wands, but in reversed energy, it can also be turning your back on you know, sort of looking out at the options going forward, turning your back on something that isn't really working for you. And with the Ten of Wands and the Five of Pentacles, I feel you really kind of felt rejected. There may have been some feelings around how this person perceives your worth and value, feeling devalued on some level. But the Wheel of Fortune underneath, again, sort of releasing, turning it over. There's some measure of surrender to the role that the cosmos plays on some level, knowing if we're meant to be, we'll be. And so I'm feeling the Three of Wands was your way of saying, you know, I don't want to feel this way anymore, so I'm just going to release all this and turn it over to a higher authority and sort of be open to things unfolding when they're meant to in divine time. Queen of Cups. Yes, there's the past life soulmate. Wow. Some similarities in this reading to the earth signs reading. So if you are dealing with an earth sign or have some earth in your chart, you may want to watch that as well in case you missed it. Since I'm covering so many planets here, and placements, I should say. So I kind of feel you're ready to let bygones be bygones. That Eight of Cups underneath, it's what you're leaving behind that doesn't serve you anymore, is all you're focused on what went wrong in the past. So your heart is now open to the past life soulmate, to the twin. We do have the Emperor here. I do feel like you're making peace with the past here and you're prepared to sort of let it go. And I'm saying it because the next card out in the near future is Judgment. And that would require some forgiveness if you want a second chance in the connection. Now, if you're here and you're like, I don't want a second chance, then this may not be your reading. But I'm feeling in this retrograde, that's what may come up. There may be an opportunity to sort of work through things, Eight of Pentacles, together and get to some calmer waters. Leave behind some drama, some disappointment. Yes, there's the Ten of Wands again. Absolutely offloading. Look at this. Knight of Cups, beautiful. Queen of Swords. Well, hello, air sign. So I feel like there may be an opportunity, this person returning, and the two of you sort of working through things together, offering each other second chance, forgiveness, redemption. It is a card of reunion, but you cannot reunite unless or until you have both sort of said, you know what? We don't need to revisit this. We need to make peace with the past. Let it go. Now, the Queen of Swords is sort of more practical. So I love that she's here underneath because it suggests that, you know, even though you're coming from an open heart, you're going to approach the situation, especially communication, more practically, a little bit less emotionally. So a little bit of head over heart here as you work through things. And that's important, especially if you are here as the guide for the connection. So let's get some cards for that. Wow. Nine of Pentacles. Two of Pentacles. I need another one on that. Yeah. And the Two of Cups. Oops. Three of Swords, Seven of Wands, Ace of Wands. Whoo, okay. So this is exactly the message of sort of make sure, this is from Spirit here, some advice, make sure that you remain autonomous and independent, especially if you or this person have been remote and a little bit on. Both of these cards are Virgo energies. That's why I said you could just be dealing with a Virgo here. It's coming out so many times. But it feels to me as if you're coming in as the guide and you're guiding this relationship to a second chance, to some form of reconciliation here with that Six of Wands, and turning your back on the drama of the past and letting things go, Ten of Wands, yeah, you're going to need to do so from a very independent place. In other words, keeping with that practicality of this Queen of Swords, but doing so, you know, aware that you're on your own, you've been on your own, you're okay on your own, so you don't want to sort of give up that autonomy. That was part of what I was speaking to you about with regard to Jupiter, the Jupiter opposition. And it's going to occur 3 times in the retrograde period. The dates are less important than the energy, which is be sure you're getting your needs met. Be sure you're very clear about what you need. In the Death card here in the Hidden Energies, we have the Two of Pentacles and the Star. Yeah, there's an opportunity for a dream to come true, for a wish to be granted, for miracles to occur. This is going on behind the scenes. And I feel as if your person here with the Two of Pentacles, they're just trying to kind of stall for time a little bit. They're waiting for some guidance. They're sort of in that Two of Pentacles. They know things have to change. They know that something has to be left on the cutting room floor with the Death card if growth is to occur, if transformation is to occur. The Two of Pentacles to me says they're in a bit of a holding pattern, really waiting for some guidance. That's why I think you're the guide with the Hermit card. Yeah, I do feel you're the guide. They'll get their cues from you, in other words. And then for the outcome position, you know, the opportunities going forward, we have the Two of Cups with the Three of Swords with the Seven of Wands, and there's the Ace of Wands. So there's a new beginning. There may be an opportunity to reignite the torch of passion. And I do feel this is still that Jupiter in Aries, really asserting yourself, being very clear about what you need in the connection, because you don't want to re-experience any more heartache or pain. So the Three of Swords to me is sort of coming out reversed. The Ace of Wands is the motivation as you work to kind of sort things out. And I do feel as if the self-assertion will be important. Maintaining your independence and autonomy in the connection is important, not giving away too much of yourself, if that makes sense to anybody. That's what I see. Let me just pull on Justice here. Queen of Wands, Ace of Cups, Nine of Cups. Beautiful. Yeah, wish fulfilled. Again, it's interesting that we get the Queen of Wands, because to me she is the sign of, she is the queen of self-assertion, of confidence, of sort of knowing your personal power and your little bit of magic and mysticism there with the black cat at your feet. So it is about getting your confidence up. The balance will be struck. Things will sort of, playing field will be leveled out, especially because I see the conflict here. But the love is there. The love is there, and the balance you seek will be restored. Please just maintain your independence and autonomy. Don't be too quick to agree to things that don't feel good, that don't feel right, that feel as if you're making too much of a compromise. This is one of those times where too much of a good thing can be no good, especially because you've been out in the cold over here and feeling either rejected or devalued on some level. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Yes, you want to sort of release any kind of lingering wounds from the past. We do have that Three of Swords here, but make sure that you're very clear about what you need, okay? Really interesting reading for you, air sign. Let me tell you who showed up. The Emperor here is Aries, divine masculine energy. The Moon is Pisces. Wheel of Fortune is out twice. That's Sagittarius by way of Jupiter. Virgo in that Hermit card is here twice. Virgo in that Nine of Pentacles too. We have Queen of Cups can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Judgment is Scorpio. Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. I already said the Hermit. Okay, Death card is Scorpio. The Star is Aquarius. Justice is Libra. Queen of Wands can be Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy. So that's what we have for you. The link to the extended is below. It will all be from this Emperor's point of view. So what we're going to do is sort of get a feel for how they're seeing what it is that needs to be resolved. Their intentions, especially with regard to possible reunion or at least some form of communication, how they see you in the situation. We'll look at all of that. The link to that is below. I'll see you there. Otherwise, stay well and all the best to you during the retrograde. Bye for now.